delaying the inevitable, I suspect. Voice landed in. That's gone long at the back line. And a second consecutive title here at the Hong Kong Open for the world #1, Chong Wei of Malaysia. 21-19, 21-9 in 30 minutes of play. His fourth final, his second title here in Hong Kong. And Chong Wei takes his 9th title of 2010. What a year he's had. Well, it was a disappointing final in all honesty. Opening game was terrific. And then the Indonesian just struggling because of the drift to a large extent in that second game. There's nothing taking away from the quality of this man. Chong Wei, champion of the Hong Kong Open once again. 21-19, 21-9. His victory over the former world and Olympic champion Taufik Hidayat.
Money stay in my pocket, girl, I'm like a walking bank. Tell me what you drink, tell me what you think. If I go get these bottles, we go alcohol and tank. Calling all the girls, do you hear me? All around the world, city to city. Cheers to the girls, or juice to the guys. Now I got a chicken and a goose and a rag, and a loose and a rag. Hey, hey, move to the move. Can I get that show? Can I get that coke? Can I get that coke? Can I get that honey? Can I get that margarita on a rock, rock, rocks? Can I get salt all around that rum tray? Always like yo tray. Do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm really such a lady. I've got young money, you know, slim, baby, and we do too. And donuts while we wait until we 80. We give a lot of money to the babies out in Haiti. Going all around the world. Do you hear me? My first kiss went a little like this.
Said no more sailors and no more soldiers. With your name in a heart tattooed up on the shoulders. It's like whiskey, it gets me drunk. And I wake up in the morning with the taste of your tongue. In the back of the car, on the way to the bar, I got you on my lips. Got you on my lips. At the foot of the stairs, with my fingers in your hair, baby, this is it. She won't ever get enough when she gets a little touch. If I had it my way, you know that I'd make her say ooh, She won't ever get enough when she gets a little touch. If I had it my way, you know that I'd make her say She won't ever get enough when she gets a little touch. If I had it my way, you know that I'd make her say
再次多謝香港教育學院舞蹈學會。Once again, thanks to the Dance Society of the Hong Kong Institute of Education. Các bạn, các bạn, các bạn, 現在開始，請球員進場。Ladies and gentlemen, prize presentation now begins.
Well, certainly that final was quite a bit shorter than most of us would have expected. Just 30 minutes. Chong Wei winning 21-19, 21-9. So the second game, a little bit of a letdown as far as Taufik Hidayat's concerned. But Glenn, he did say from the outset that he felt in some ways he was too old to compete, which is a rather odd thing to say. But then again, not that surprising from an eccentric character like the former Olympic champion Taufik Hidayat.
Yeah, of course, 29 years of age, not old in any right, but Chong Wei only a year younger than him, but it had the makings of a great game, 21-19 in that first set. But I think when Hidayat got up 19-17 and he lost 4 straight points in a row, it kind of really broke his back, and from there his confidence waned, and Chong Wei, good reason why he's world #1. He really pounced on it and really took out that second set quite comfortably, 21-9. Of course, congratulations to Chong Wei. Revenge for his 2010 World Championship loss in the quarterfinals to Taufik Hidayat, of course, brings his record against Taufik Hidayat 10-6 out of 16 games. So Chong Wei a better of 10 matches out of 16 for the matches that they have played over the years.
You mentioned before, Glenn, what a rare treat it is for Hong Kong sports fans to have an event where you're featuring so many of the world's top players. We mentioned the women's final, Asian Games champion against Commonwealth Games champion Chong Wei as well, doing the best that he possibly could at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, of course, he came out with that gold medal as well for Malaysia, and off a losing effort in the Asian Games against Lindan, of course, coming up with a silver medal. Silver medal, same again at the 2008 Olympics. But as you say, having these world-class athletes, and you know, not just top 10, but #1, #2, #3, former world champions playing at that high level was just so good for the Hong Kong public to see these athletes in action.
From what we've seen here, and this is a good example, probably consistency and focus, the main difference between these two players. Taufik Hidayat, on his day, not just showing flashes of brilliance, but absolute inspirational play. But he can tend to be up and down, whereas Chong Wei, well, the world #1 ranking speaks for itself, but always has been more of a steady, consistent player.
Yeah, I guess it's always the difference between a good player and a great player is that consistency, that high-level consistency throughout, and we saw a little bit of that also in the women's final with the Indian player, of course, Noel. Far few unforced errors, and that consistency, of course, at that high level, that difference between first and second is so small. So if you can have that high level of consistency, the outcome is obviously going to be a little bit greater.
Well, Taufik Hidayat may claim that he's getting too old to topple some of the top players, but really perhaps trying to make excuses for himself, because he's had a pretty good year. Again, not totally consistent, but he does know how to beat Chong Wei. He's proved that.
Yes, he has beat him in the past, as we said before. This year's World Championship, he beat him in the semi-final, in the quarter-final, sorry. Taufik Hidayat, of course, a bronze medalist at the Asian Games just recently, but this year only one Super Series for him in France.
So winner's check of just under $19,000 US there for Chong Wei. And all part of a prize pool here of 1.9 million Hong Kong dollars. And Glenn, you mentioned before, to be at a Super Series event, you've got to have a minimum amount of cash available for the players.
That's right, of course. To be able to attract these world-class players, of course, you need that prize money for them to come, and any of the Super Series event at least requires $200,000 US in prize money. But of course, the sponsors need to come on board. for them to offer that kind of prize money.